Hi everyone, happy Diwali. Today we're going to be singing Panchamatanga, a kirtanam, and it's Rupaka Talam and Malahari Ragam. Sumukhena Shri Panchamatanga Mukagana Paripalitoham 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 Sumukhena Shri Panchamatanga Mukagana Panchabhutatmaka prapancho dayadikarana Panchabhutatmaka prapancho dayadikarana Virinchi Hariruttranutena Panchavakra Shivasutena Panchamatanga Panchabhutatmaka prapancho dayadikarana Virinchi Hariruttranutena Panchavakra Shivasutena Panchamatanga Mukagana Paripalitoham Sumukhena Shri Panchamatanga Varada Bhayapa Shashrunikapaladantam Mudaka Mudgarakshamala Karina Varada Bhayapa Shashrunikapaladantam Mudaka Mudgarakshamala Karina Varada Pura Viharena Puruhuta Dyakila Deva Pujita Vigneshwarena Kamalapura Viharena Puruhuta Dyakila Deva Pujita Vigneshwarena Varaguru Guha Sodarena Suruchira Lambodarena Karunanga Gauri Varena Kalimalaran Tarena Panchamatanga Varaguru Guha Sodarena Suruchira Lambodarena Karunanga Gauri Varena Kalimalaran Tarena Panchamatanga Mukagana Paripalitoham Sumukhena Shri Panchamatanga Mukagana Paripalitoham
Thank you.
Wow, that was a spectacular performance. Thank you, girls. So, Path, I was just thinking, where do you come from in India?
Well, I come from New Delhi, which is the capital of India.
Whoa, cool. Me too.
Really? Well, what a coincidence. Tell me a bit more about your heritage.
Well, my family was born in India. On my mum's side, they were all born in Haryana, which is a state to the north of Delhi. On my dad's side, my grandparents were born in Pakistan.
Well, you sure seem to know a lot about your history.
Yeah, but enough about us. To open our performances this morning, we start with our youngest stars, who are presenting a Bollywood wedding song. These performers are young girls and boys under the age of 6. This song enacts a wedding celebration that, as always, has so much of dancing, especially on the streets. So please welcome Chilla Party. Chilla meaning small change in coins, presented by Chandrika Singh.
ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਵੀਟ ਹੈ
ਮੁੰਡਾ ਥੋੜਾ ਆਫ ਬੀਟ ਹੈ ਪਰ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਵੀਟ ਹੈ
ढोंगी सा ये बड़ा ढीठ है वायरल हो गया ये ट्वीट
पर फूल वूल करने में कूल तू बड़ी तेज कटारी है शगन तेरी की लगन तेरी की हमने कर दी तैयारी है
नचते ने सारे रल मिल के आज हिले डुल के ले सारे के सारे नजारे नचते ने सारे रल मिल के आज हिले डुल के ले सारे के सारे नजारे खसमानों का नहीं लालू बड़े करारे चढ़ चढ़ के चौबारे करम नाल स्वीटू आजा मारे आलू बड़े करारे करम नाल लालू बड़े करारे चढ़ चढ़ के चौबारे करम नाल स्वीटू आजा मारे
ਮੁੰਡੇ ਪਹਿਲੰਟੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਲਈ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸੈਂਟੀ
ओ तेरे ਲਈ हो गए सेंटी तेरे ਲਈ हो गए सेंटी
तेरे लिए मैं सेट हूँ इस बात की गारंटी
पर फूल वूल करने में कूल तू बड़ी तेज कटारी है सहरा बांध के कूद फांद तुझे ले
Well, I think we can all agree that was a very cute performance. Staying in this age group, this next very cute bunch of little kids aged 3 to 6 will be shaking, moving, dancing, and might even tumble, but surely will melt your hearts. Presenting Itni Si Hasi, Itni Si Kushi, which translates to a little bit of laughter and a little bit of fun. It's presented and choreographed by Alpana Sinha. The little ones are Anusha, Arav, Amani, Avni, Satvik, and Arya. Please give Kiddo's dance group a very warm welcome.
इतनी सी हंसी इतनी सी खुशी इतना सा टुकड़ा चांद का ख्वाबों के तिनकों से चल बनाए आशियाँ इतनी सी हंसी इतनी सी खुशी इतना सा टुकड़ा चांद का ख्वाबों के तिनकों से चल बनाए आशियाँ
दबे दबे पाँव से आए हौले हौले जिंदगी होठों पे उंगली चढ़ा के हम ताले लगा के चल गुमसुम तराने चुप के गाए आधी आधी बात ले आजा दिल की ये ज़मीं थोड़ा सा तेरा सा होगा थोड़ा मेरा भी होगा अपना ये आशियाँ
इतनी सी हंसी इतनी सी खुशी इतना सा टुकड़ा चांद का ख्वाबों के तिनकों से चल बनाए आशियाँ ना हो चार दीवारें फिर भी झरोखे खुले बादलों के हो पर्दे शाखे हरी पंखा झले
दबे दबे पाँव से आए हौले हौले जिंदगी होठों पे उंगली चढ़ा के हम ताले लगा के चल गुमसुम तराने चुप के गाए आधी आधी बात ले आजा दिल की ये ज़मीं थोड़ा सा तेरा सा होगा थोड़ा मेरा भी होगा अपना ये आशियाँ
इतनी सी हंसी इतनी सी खुशी
इतनी सी हंसी इतनी सी खुशी इतना सा टुकड़ा चांद का ख्वाबों के तिनकों से चल बनाए आशियाँ
Wow, what a fantastic performance. Please give them another round of applause. Bollywood means a lot of things to us. India, music, romance, drama, dance, comedy, and action. Music and dance, of course, is what defines Bollywood films. Resembling a spicy Indian curry, we bring you today a delectable fusion of Hindi song and dance, spanning over 6 decades. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the many flavors of it.
चिन चिन चू बाबा चिन चिन चू रात चांदनी में और तू हेलो मिस्टर हाउ डू यू डू मेरा नाम चिन चिन चू बाबा चिन चिन चू रात चांदनी में और तू हेलो मिस्टर हाउ डू यू डू बाबा 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 बापूजी मैं चीन से आई चीनी जैसा दिल लाई सिंगापुर का जोबन मेरा संघाई की अंगड़ाई दिल पर रख ले हाथ जरा हो जाए ना पागल तू दिल पर रख ले हाथ जरा हो जाए ना पागल तू मेरा नाम चिन चिन चू बाबा चिन चिन चू रात चांदनी में और तू हेलो मिस्टर हाउ डू यू डू मेरा नाम चिन चिन चू बाबा चिन चिन चू रात चांदनी में और तू हेलो मिस्टर हाउ डू यू डू बाबा 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 उड़े जब जब जुल्फें तेरी 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 कवारियों का दिल मचले कवारियों का दिल मचले जिंद मेरी
हो जब ऐसे चिकने चेहरे हो जब ऐसे चिकने चेहरे तो कैसे न नजर फिसले तो कैसे न नजर फिसले जिंद मेरी ये चाहे कोई मुझे जंगली कहे कहने दो जी कहता रहे हम प्यार के तूफानों में घिरे हैं हम क्या करें चाहे कोई मुझे जंगली कहे कहने दो जी कहता रहे हम प्यार के तूफानों में घिरे हैं हम क्या करें चाहे कोई मुझे जंगली कहे
लैला मैं ख्वाबों की शहजादी, मैं हूँ हर दिल पे छाई। मैं ख्वाबों की शहजादी, मैं हूँ हर दिल पे छाई। बादल है मेरी जुल्फे, बिजली मेरी अंगड़ाई, बिजली गिराने मैं हूँ आई। बिजली गिराने मैं हूँ आई। कहती है मुझको हवा हवाई, हवा हवाई, हवा हवाई, हवा हवाई, हवा हवाई। बिजली गिराने मैं हूँ आई। बिजली गिराने मैं हूँ आई। कहती है मुझको हवा हवाई, हवा हवाई, हवा हवाई, हवा हवाई, हवा हवाई।
किसी डिस्को में जाए, किसी होटल में खाए, हो किसी डिस्को में जाए, किसी होटल में खाए, कोई देख लेना हमें यहाँ कहीं घूम के आए हम। चलो इश्क लड़ाए, चलो इश्क लड़ाए, चलो इश्क लड़ाए सनम। हो चलो इश्क लड़ाए, चलो इश्क लड़ाए, चलो इश्क लड़ाए सनम।
किसी डिस्को में जाए, और किसी होटल में खाए, और किसी डिस्को में जाए, किसी होटल में खाए, कोई देख लेना हमें यहाँ कहीं घूम के आए हम। चलो इश्क लड़ाए, चलो इश्क लड़ाए, चलो इश्क लड़ाए सनम। चलो इश्क लड़ाए, चलो इश्क लड़ाए, चलो इश्क लड़ाए सनम।
चोरी चोरी किया रे दिल ये दिल लिया रे, चोरी चोरी किया रे दिल ये दिल लिया रे, जादू से जादू किया रे, जागे सोई रहूं, खोई खोई रहूं, उसकी यादों में उसके ख्वाबों में झूमे जिया रे, crazy किया रे, crazy किया रे, crazy किया रे, oh crazy, crazy किया रे, crazy किया रे, crazy किया रे, crazy किया रे, oh crazy, crazy किया रे।
काला काला चश्मा जचता तेरे मुखड़े पे, जैसे काला तिल जचता है तेरे चिन पे। अपनी अदाओं से ज्यादा नहीं तो 10-12 लड़के तो मार ही देती होगी तू दिन में।
तुझे जैसे 36 फिरते हैं मेरे वर्गी और न होनी वे, वर्गी और न होनी, वर्गी और न होनी। तू मुंडा बिल्कुल देसी है, मैं कटरीना तो सूढ़ी वे। मैं fed up हो गई हूँ मुंडिया सुन सुन के तेरे दुखने वे। मैनू काला चश्मा, ओ मैनू काला 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 काला, ओ मैनू काला चश्मा जचदा है गोरे मुखड़े ते। मैनू काला चश्मा जचदा है गोरे मुखड़े ते, जचदा है गोरे मुखड़े ते।
सड़कों पे चले जब लड़कों के दिलों में तू आग लगा दे बेबी फायर।
ओ मैनू काला चश्मा, ओ काला 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 काला। गोरे मुखड़े ते।
Well, I think we can all agree that was a very interesting and enjoyable performance. We're now going to have our very first workshop of the day on a traditional type of music, Carnatic music. This has originated primarily from the southern states of India. The main emphasis in Carnatic music is on vocal music. Most compositions are written to be sung. So to give us an insight to this kind of music, we have Mohan Sridhar. Mohan began his initial training at the age of 10 in Melbourne and has had many great tutors or gurus. He has had concerts in India, Singapore, and all over Australia, and we are so grateful to have him with us today. Please welcome Mohan Sridhar to the stage.
Hi everyone, good morning. I'd like to thank the India Fest organisers for giving me the opportunity to present today a very short workshop on Indian classical music. I'll get over this way. The theme of the presentation today will be briefly describing Indian classical music, the types of Indian classical musical forms, a comparison with Western classical music, going into a bit of detail into the types of compositions in Indian classical music and Western classical, as well as just briefly on types of instruments that we use in Indian classical. So, Indian classical music has very deep origins, and it encompasses two distinct forms of music. One originated in the north part of India. It's called Hindustani classical music. The southern variant of Indian classical music is called Carnatic music. So the typical structure of Indian classical music is that it's very fluid in its nature, and it's based a lot on improvisation and creativity of the artists, be it vocalists or instrumentalists. It's very similar to Western classical music in that there are 7 notes. There are no scales or minor, major, that sort of distinction in Indian classical music. If you're here earlier, you could see the girls that sung the very first invocation piece had an instrument next to them that had a drone sound. That gives the pitch to which we sing Indian classical music too. And there are 7 notes. In Indian classical music, they're called sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, and they're equivalent to do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti in Western classical music. Both forms of Indian classical music are based on what are called ragas, which are scales of these notes in ascending and descending order. And I've given 2 examples there. There are different ragas based on the notes that we sing on the ascending and the notes that we're singing on the way back down in a particular composition. You can see that ragam Shankarabharanam, the first one, has all 7 notes. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, ri, sa. All notes are there in ascending and descending scale. We have what are called child ragams of that parent ragam, which are missing notes in the ascending and descending order, such as Mohanam. Sa, re, ga, pa, da, sa, da, pa, ga, ri, sa. You can see that notes are missing in the scale of Mohanam compared to Shankarabharanam. Next slide, please. So, just a bit on Western classical music. As you may know, Western classical is more polyphonic in that there are multiple notes and melodies are sung together, creating a harmony. So it's very harmonic based. If we take an orchestra, for example, playing a symphony, you've got string instruments playing a particular piece. You've got bass instruments, woodwind, all playing their part in what is a total composition, creating harmonies along the way. So it's very different to Indian classical music. Indian classical music is very monophonic. It's got a particular melody that's sung to a particular structure, which is the ragas that I presented before, and that's the scope of the actual piece. Next slide, please. So just in summary, Western classical, very harmonic based. You've got different instruments playing different pieces or different sets of notes. Indian classical music is very complex in that it's very based on, although there is written music like Western classical, there's a lot of improvisation by the artist in order to bring out the flavor of the song, and every artist is different in how they present that piece. It won't be very similar from one person to another. The Indian classical music forms follow very, teacher-student kind of tradition of learning, Guru Sishya, we call it. And a lot of the students will take tips from their guru, and the way they present a piece will be very similar to how their guru has presented it or learnt that particular piece. There are 7 notes again in Indian classical music, and whereas in the Western classical you've got minor and major scales. And in terms of the beats, we've got Western classical music is largely based on a 4-beat cycle, whereas Indian classical music, we have different talas or beats that we use for each different composition that is played. So I just want to give an example of the music clip, Western music clip for you to hear. So in that example, you can hear all the different instruments as part of the orchestra playing their own piece of music to create that composition. Now, if we listen to the Indian classical music clip, it's very melodic, and there's one particular thing that is played. This is a violin piece. So as you can see that it's very melodic based, and there's no other instruments as part of that particular piece. It's just that violin playing that melody. Next slide, please. So in Indian classical music, and I'll specifically talk about the South Indian form, Carnatic music, there are different types of compositions, and some of them are varnam, which is usually a piece that's performed at the beginning of a concert. And it's not a lot of improvisation in this song. It's usually taught from guru to sishya or teacher to student, and it's performed as they've been taught. Kritis are more complex pieces that have room for creativity, improvisation by the artist, and they can bring out the flavor of that composition and that raga, however they feel right. So there's a particular beat that we use for each composition called a tala as well. Tilanas are a type of composition towards the end of a concert, which are usually fast pieces, lively compositions. And Mangalam is what we usually sing at the very end of a concert as a blessing. And concerts are usually quite long. They go for 2 to 3 hours, Indian classical concerts. Next slide, please. Just in comparison, Western music, there are different composition types. Sonatas, so you have different passages that are played during the composition. You've got simple melodies at the beginning and breaking out into complex, more complex in structure in the second half, third half of the compositions. Symphony, it's usually a composition for orchestras made up of different types of instruments. And a concerto is when we've got a solo instrument that is the focus point of the piece, which is accompanied by an orchestra. Next slide, please. So just a few examples of musical instruments used in Carnatic and Hindustani music. The violin has been adopted in Indian classical music and is a very important instrument that's used as an accompanying instrument, but also a solo instrument. The instrument up here is a veena. That's a stringed instrument, very similar to the sitar down the bottom there on the left. You've got the flute that you can see there, a tambura, which is an instrument that maintains the pitch, similar to the electronic one that we used earlier in the invocation piece. That's a person would manually play that in concerts. We've got the tabla there, 2 pieces drums, that's used more in Hindustani music, and then a harmonium, which is a piano-like instrument that is used to play in concerts as well. So I think that's the end of my presentation. So I'd like to thank you all for giving me your attention. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mr. Sridhar, for that wonderful and informative workshop. Bollywood and Tollywood is a blend of many different Eastern dance styles, such as belly dancing, Kathak, and Indian folk dance, in addition to Western styles, like modern, contemporary, and jazz. The dancing developed as a natural expression of united feeling and action. Here today, Annie, Athira, and Alina will be performing a mixture of Bollywood and Tollywood. Get ready to groove with them.
सड़कों पे चले जब लड़कों के दिलों में तू आग लगा दे बेबी फायर नकली से न करे तू करे जब देखे हमें झूठी लायर काला काला चश्मा जचता तेरे मुखड़े पे जैसे काला दिल जचता है तेरे चिन पे अपनी अदाओं से ज्यादा नहीं तो 10-12 लड़के तो मार ही देती होगी तू दिन में
तुझे जैसे 36 फिरते हैं मेरे वर्गी और न होनी वे वर्गी और न होनी वर्गी और न होनी तू मुंडा बिल्कुल देसी है मैं कटदी ना तो सूढ़ी वे मैं फेड अप हो गई हूं मुंडिया सुन सुन के तेरे दुखने वे मैनू काला चश्मा ओ मैनू काला 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 ओ मैनू काला चश्मा जचदा ए गोरे मुखड़े ते मैनू काला चश्मा जचदा ए गोरे मुखड़े ते जचदा ए गोरे मुखड़े ते महफिल दा सजदी ते हिलते डुलते टू गोरे गोरे नोटी नोटी राउंड राउंड टू पंजाबी आंदे टू शराबी आंदे टू ओ गोरे गोरे निक्के निक्के तेरे मेरे टू रिपीट
சுகம் இல்ல பரம் இல்ல
Thank you, girls, for that wonderful performance. Hey, Path, have you ever played the game Snakes and Ladders?
Of course I have. What about it?
Well, did you know it originated in India to teach children about karma?
Karma? What's that?
It's a Sanskrit word that refers to the spiritual principle of cause and effect. Basically, what goes around comes around.
Well, I can definitely tell you there's been a number of times where that's happened to me. So let the good times continue with our next magician, with our next act, which is the magician and illusionist Dr. B.S. Reddy, who is performing who has been performing magic and illusion shows for the past 25 years and conducted more than 6,500 magic performances all over the world.
We are extremely honored to have him with us today, all the way from India. He has won several national and international awards, including the Guinness World Records from the UK. Recently, he has won the most prestigious international award for magic, the Merlin Award for the most original illusionist for the year 2016. He's also received India's Best National Citizen Award for the year 2015.
He is the founder and president of Indian Magic Academy and has trained several magicians. Today, his show at the India Fest Townsville include
optical illusions, snow effect, body-through-body illusions, laser magic, and audience interactive magic. So sit back and enjoy this incredible performance.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is B.S. Reddy, the illusionist from India. I request, ladies and gentlemen and children, please don't blink your eyes. Really, my finger movements are very fast in your eye glances. Now, what you're going to see, it's not real. It's purely all about illusion. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep watching. Now, you're entering the world of magic. Watch here. Cheeky. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to India Fest 2016. Are you enjoying? Are you really enjoying? You want to see some more magic? Yep. And hope you are enjoying this event. Ladies and gentlemen, most of people know magic. A magic is nothing but trick. There is a lot of practice behind this, right? But you people have some common doubts. Why a magician wearing always a black blazer with a full sleeve, right? You may feel a magician blazer have a lot of pockets. He will keep all the things in his pockets, right? You just have a look. Actually, it's not a regular magical blazer. It's a very regular one. I don't have much pockets for my blazer. You just have a look. I don't have anything. Even I'm not have anything with my sleeves. Really, I want to produce so many things from this thin air. You want to see this mysterious production once again? Yeah, before that, I would like to perform a small interactive session magic. Please keep watching and watch here. Yeah. Come near. Just have a look. Here is a box, a blue box, a small kind of a barrel. And you can just have a look. I have a crystal box here. All 360 degree, you can see this. It's a crystal clear. Inside, all you can see this anything? What you can see is a ball, right? It's a dual color ball. Can you hold? Yeah. All right. Now I'm taking out this ball from this box. Hold it like this. Right. All right. Before I'm placing this ball inside this box. Now it's 1, 2, 3. Can anyone tell me where is the ball? Be there. That's it. Right. Can anyone tell me where is the ball? Is it here? Is it inside? No. Where is the ball? No. Not in my pocket. All you can see this. Here is the ball. Just have a look. Here is a ball. One more time. Just right before I'm placing one more time. Just 1, 2, 3. Tell me now, where is the ball? Are you sure the ball is inside? Yes? No? Okay, for your confirmation, again I'll showing. The ball is here still, right? Right before this time, in a slow motion, I'm placing ball here, right? And this time, again, I'm closing this box cap too. There is no way to go. The ball is anywhere, go around. Still, the ball is locked inside this box. Are you sure? Are you sure? Watch it. Watch it. Just right before I'm taking this ball from this box. Now tell me, where is the ball? Can anyone see the ball is here? No one? It's magic. Only magicians can see. Okay, just have a look. Have a look, ladies and gentlemen. Don't blink your eyes, really. Magician finger movements are very fast in your eye glances. Here is a crystal box. All you can just have a look. There is nothing here inside. Just I'm closing. I'm taking the ball from this thin air. 1, 2, 3. Watch here. That's a small magic, and keep watching. It's an anti-gravity system, my next effect. Thank you.